Hello everyone, my name is Ash, and today I'm changing things up a bit. So some of you may realize that I am involved with esports for what seems to be about 7 or 8 years now. My whole thing has been first-person shooters, real-time strategies, and the occasional MMO. You may realize also that I rarely, if ever, talk about competitive gaming on this channel, but I think it's time that I start bringing it up. And I wanted to start first with what I define as competitive gaming, esports, and all the like. It's a weird topic for me because of the advent of multiple titles pushing towards esports or in that general arena. The definition of what constitutes a competitive game becomes kind of shrouded in this whole blur of bullshit and semantic. So today, I'm using a game that is non-traditional to what I usually play, Might and Magic Duel of Champions, which is a wildly free-to-play digital card game, to illustrate my personal definition of a competitive title. The guidelines that I think actually decide what a competitive title is, not because someone says it is, but what the game offers. So first off, let me start out with one detail that I think these competitive games should have: the easy to learn, hard to master concept. Let me tell you that Duel of Champions admittedly kicks my ass. The tutorial that the game offers, as well as the campaign affixed inside the game, was simple enough. You and another entity fight with melee and ranged monsters on the field. You have to strengthen yourself before you can use certain cards, but when you do, it's up to your decision making and analyzing skills in order to trump your opponent. It's not just based on sheer dumb luck. The second detail a game needs is its in-game tools and offers. Duel of Champions does this in the same sense that players can engage in a level with quick play, or they can engage in tournaments. One of the things that is wickedly understated when dealing with a competitive title is the necessity of tools for the player to engage within the client. Competing is a shared experience, and the platform needs to be able to hold its own natively. Duel of Champions does this well by offering the opportunity in-game without having to consort with any third party. You can just jump in and challenge. A third detail of what composites a competitive game, as well as something that links to my second point, is the developer support. What I found is that Might and Magic is crowning its second world champion next month. I believe it's November 1st at ESWC for Paris Games Week. That's huge, and something that many different games don't have the opportunity to actually engage in, an arena that you can compete live in. Another understated thing is the ability for players to reach out to their developer and implement features that build a competitive scene. Support is crucial for the longevity of a competitive title. I've seen way too many companies die out and effectively kill their own game and the esports community that comes with it. It's good to see that Duel of Champions offers this, the ability not only to reach out but for venues for players to compete. So although this game is definitely not my usual cup of tea, it's a good change of pace for what I consider, by my definition, a competitive title. It's a game that is easy to learn but kicks your ass in a good way when you're working towards the top, in-game assets to natively support tournament gameplay, and a developer that keeps the train running when you want to take the game to another level. It's a healthy new brand of competitive gaming. I know physical cards have been a while, but in a digital distribution kind of sense. It's pretty awesome that lets players realize and tap into different genres. It's all curious, but I hope some of you take the leap. If you'd like to try out Duel of Champions yourself, you can find a registration link in the description. It's very challenging, but it's actually quite rewarding. It's one of those that makes you go, well, shit, that was hard, but maybe I can do better. So I hope you try it out. Let me know if any of you are interested in more competitive games or me talking about the competitive scene or esports in the comment section down below. I will see you next time.